In this video, you'll find out which 5 agents I recommend picking to boost your rank in the amazing game Valorant. Why these agents specifically? Why do I recommend them? How exactly should you play them? And what makes them the key to reaching your desired rank? You'll learn all of this in the video, so make sure to watch it until the end. And after watching this video, you'll definitely be able to raise your rank. The first agent I strongly recommend to you is ISO. He has several abilities right off the bat that can completely turn the game in your favor. First, let's start with an amazing ability called Double Tap. It's this awesome little thing. When you activate it, you can't be killed with a headshot. It's especially great for snipers. Let's say there's a sniper over there, and you know it for sure. You press the button, start peeking him, take the first shot yourself, and then land a few headshots on him. And the duel is won. So, there's really nothing complicated about it at all. You just need to adapt to it. ISA also has another great feature. When you activate the shield and kill a bot, a sphere appears above them. This sphere can be destroyed by both enemies and you. If you destroy it yourself, your shield is restored and once again you can't be killed with a headshot. The next ability is the deployable shield. It's really great. It can't be penetrated, meaning bullets won't go through it. That's also important to understand. Why is it useful for us? Let's say your team wants to push out, and you know there's an enemy waiting for you there. For example, you're using a sniper rifle. But you don't want to just peek out like that to take out one person, since you don't know how many people are actually there. You just throw down this shield and carefully move out under its cover, check everything, and that way you can win the round. Honestly, this ability is very situational. I don't really use it much myself when I play as ISA. It happens very rarely, but when I do, it's effective. I don't really respect it that much, but it's helped a lot against me. Maybe I just don't know how to use it. That's something I can't ignore either. Now, our next ability is this one. Don't. This is a debuff. So, what kind of debuff is it? Look, we take the ghost. Throw on the armor. Let's say boom. Didn't kill. Bam. Bam. Got the kill. So first of all, it increases your damage. It's a very situational but useful thing. If you actually land it, your chances of winning the round go up exponentially, honestly. For example, if you're up against that same Cypher, let's say he's sitting right here, you throw it at him, and he can't activate his traps, because this also prevents your opponents from using their abilities. This is also very important to understand when playing as ISO. That's exactly why he's one of the best agents for ranking up. Because, once again, you have this kind of shield that you can use to lead your team out. It's an interesting ability that can completely change how you take a position, because it deals damage and silences. So, it's a very unique situation. Plus, since you're a duelist, you have the focus ability, double tap, and you can't be killed by a single headshot. When people peek you like that, one after another. So you're protected from that, but you, on the other hand, can do it yourself. And the cherry on top, dear friends, is our ultimate. You throw it in a pretty straightforward way. Of course, you all know how it works. Like this, I take out the bot. He's behind this wall. You can go through walls. Attention, let me show you one more time. Throw it, got him. I can go through walls, and the enemy can do it too. So if you throw the shield like this and say, you're up against me, I'll just come out here. You'll have to shoot like this. So that's important to understand as well. In other words, dueling with ISA really depends on your shooting skills. If you watched my previous video, I recommended practicing your aim. That's really important in our game, especially for ISA, because you use this ability, come out, and take them out quickly. Of course, before that, make sure to use this kind of focus, then use the ability, and you can take down anyone. Again, it's important to have a sense of where your opponent is on the map. If you know for sure, for example, that this is the site and Cypher is sitting right here, you carefully use your ability and take out Cypher. Meanwhile, your team can safely enter the site. And honestly, it doesn't even really matter if you win or lose the round. the site is already lost for Cypher, because he's often holding it alone. That happens pretty often too. But he's kind of situational. He just gets in your team's way, which is why he's not in our top picks, especially for solo ranking up. And the next amazing character we have is Viper. Viper is a really good, you could say, smoker. Viper is actually strong in several aspects. First of all, there's her wall, which you can raise and carefully move through. Enemies take damage here. You and your teammates don't take damage here. So it's a very specific situation where you can carefully peek through, but you have to be really careful again. I'm telling you, most of the time, it never ends well. The next ability is this unique grenade. You throw it on the ground, you can activate it, and you can even play inside it. It's kind of like a smoke, but it looks like this. We also have a small grenade, like BAM. With this grenade, you can either defend the spike or flush out dangerous positions. For example, you know someone could be here, or here. Oh. Maybe right here. You just throw your goo here and win the round that way. And something else that can help you win the round is, of course, your ultimate. So let's imagine a situation. You enter the site, the Sova drones are watching you, you start shooting them, and you take out Sova herself. The spike is planted right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you activate your ultimate. It's also a really powerful tool. Just like that, bam! And with your ultimate, you can see everything perfectly. Meanwhile, your opponents can barely see you at all. Notice how interestingly the ultimate played out here, so you always need to take that into account. You can't always control exactly how your ultimate will unfold, and you need to play around that. Try not to stand too close to the walls. You can sometimes peek out like this, but it's not a good idea, because as soon as you step out of the smoke, out of your ultimate, its ending starts to trigger. As long as you stay inside it, it will last indefinitely, so it's a really great tool for defending a site. For example, if you know for sure they're going to push a, like 100% guaranteed, all you need to do is just set it up like this, and that's it. And there's a 99% chance that no one will try to push you. I mean, who would walk into such a losing situation? Well, what? Are you really sure someone will come out from here? You just stand here like this, or even like this, and wait. But no one is going to come at you. The only exception is that Jet might fly in from here. But that's not really relevant here. Those are just gameplay features that we won't take into account. Viper is a very effective agent. She really stands out in solo games. She also performs really well in team games overall, because she's a very unique agent. If you learn how to play her efficiently and skillfully, you'll end up winning every other game. Because it's always important to help your teammates. That's something you need to keep in mind as well. And Viper is perfect for that. A unique agent for our top picks is, of course, Sage. Sage is really good for ranking up, because in your games you might get, say, a booster or just someone who plays really well. You have this amazing ability called the ultimate ability. That means reviving your teammate. So, for example, let's say your ally died right here. You know for sure that there's another player here. You just put up a wall and revive your teammate behind it, and your teammate goes on to take out the enemies. So why is Sage so good? Sage is great because you don't even need to be good at shooting. You don't really. Yeah, you can be at the bottom of the scoreboard, but still be super useful just by using these slows. These kinds of slows that are often combined with the wall. For example, you put up a wall, they break it, and then you throw your slow. So Gecko can't run through well, and all abilities here don't work very effectively, so this is also a really annoying agent to play against. And you have a heal. So what does it do? You heal your teammate. That's really useful. For example, your teammate took some careful shots, fell back, you healed them, and now they're back in the fight, fully ready for action. And if you manage to revive someone, you'll be as useful as possible. So this is really a character not for racking up kills, but for supporting your team. At least, that's how I use her. I have seen some Sage players who like to play aggressively. For example, you put up a wall like this and start peeking from behind it, taking out everyone. So that's also an option. If you want to really mess with people in games, if you're confident in yourself, why not? You can give it a try. But still, Sage is a healing character, and you need to keep her unique traits in mind. Plus, her annoying wall can completely ruin the enemy team's push for the round. You'll be a real nuisance on the map, trust me. And kicking off our top 2, of course, is Reyna, thanks to her amazing flashes and constant health regeneration. She's the most selfish agent, because she has everything. She doesn't need anything at all. She has several abilities. For example, her flash. If you look at it like this, it blinds you, but if you're not looking at it, it doesn't blind you. It's simple. Some people throw the flash like this, peek out, and kill you because they break the flash right away. That's not quite right. You need to throw it either higher, pay attention, or lower, right at the hehe, that was a great throw, by the way, excellent. Where? Like this. See, just like that, right onto the floor. It's really hard to destroy it when it's on the floor. You throw it on the ground, and your opponent has to flick down to hit it. That's really hard, especially at your lower ranks. It's basically an impossible task. Alright, let's briefly talk about the abilities. We have the ultimate. So, for example, you kill someone, and then you fly around like this. No, this is specifically in the ultimate. While using your ultimate, you get constant healing, you're invisible, no one can see you, and these little things are left behind after you get a kill. You can use them to restore your health. I'll show you how that works now. Now, without the ultimate, let's say you get a kill. You have 2 options for what to do with this orb. You can pick it up just like you do in the ultimate, but the only difference is that in the ultimate, you're invisible and can't be seen, while here, you're completely visible. The second scenario is when you have low health, you kill an enemy, and you start absorbing their health. Basically, this is what you'd call overheal. Sometimes, a bit of it even goes into armor. Well, not exactly armor, but you get the idea. This is what we call overheal, like a float. It's a very effective ability. Reyna can really turn the game around from the bottom with it. If your aim is on point, you'll be a huge problem for the enemy team. Because Reyna is really known for plays like this. You throw a flash, get a kill, and immediately escape. For example, you throw a grenade, get a kill, and instantly get out of there. So basically, there's no way for them to kill you at all. So basically, it's a completely free kill, a full-on free frag. She's a very effective agent, and you can easily get 20 or even 30 kills every game, literally every single one. If you understand her unique abilities, if you learn how to throw grenades correctly, how to take the right positions, and where to look for the first frags, your rank will start climbing really quickly. And of course, the first and last character I recommend to you is Clow. A very, very strong character, one of the most situational and powerful characters overall, who can single-handedly close out a game. If you have good aim, you're basically unkillable, because you have this amazing overheal, and you can survive for a very long time, a really long time. And you also shoot faster than you should, faster than usual. You have this ability that lowers your opponent's HP, making it really easy for you to take them out. You also have these amazing smokes, which you can even deploy after you die. Of course, it's within a certain radius, but still. Usually, when people pick Clown, they play in the middle, not as a sniper, but specifically as Clown. The reason is that if you start peeking here and suddenly, bam, you get killed, you can still throw smokes to your teammates even after you die. That's also very effective. Plus, of course, everyone knows about Clown's ultimate. It's Resurrection. Resurrection isn't as cool or interesting as Phoenix's, but it works with a very, very different strategy. When you get killed, you activate your ultimate ability, and you get back up. You have a certain short amount of time to get a kill. If you don't manage to do it, you'll die. If you do get the kill, you just start playing like a regular, living player. It's all very simple. Basically, you just need to get into the game and try it out. Ideally, do it in unranked, of course, so you don't get in the way of your teammates while trying out new characters. Jump in today if you have time. Because I get it. Sometimes there's just not much free time in life. That's it. Go in yourself, try out each character in unranked, whichever one resonates with you the most. Ideally, you need to pick one or two and start playing them all the time. Every game, every game, every game, every game. That's the only way you'll be able to progress. That's the only way you'll be able to get better. And that's the only way you'll see growth, both professionally and in your rank. Right now, you can see a few of my videos on the screen. Feel free to check them out. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And make sure to subscribe to this awesome channel, because I'm awesome.